Good evening. Welcome to Poetry Open Mic, Asheville, here at Sovereign Kava. Thank y'all for coming. The sign-up sheet's still here up front. There's still plenty of spaces. I appreciate those who have signed up and those who are present. My name is Kevin Evans. All right, well, I'll just read some poetry and some things like that. Maybe I'll start off with the harmonica, key of E. Cheers, cheers, thank y'all. I'm still rusty on that because I need to quit them cigarettes and stuff again. But this is a poem by, actually she's a friend of the Poetry Cabaret, Mildred Kabara. And she's from Uganda originally, but she's been teaching at UNCA and has a few pretty damn good books out there. But this is just a couple of short pieces. This first one is called On This Mount Elgon. We could make every wish here. It would happen. In these high places near the sky, we are given wings to be much more than we are, to be a future that we want. We could be anything here. The moon hangs lazily with her usual smile. Our heads are closer to the stars. The world can roll on as we keep vigil with the stars. We have flown and stroked mountaintops. We have embraced a vision of glory. Finally, we know who we are. Responding to the wild, drinking up the stream, the forest and the mountains. We are true. And the next piece is, thanks. The next piece by Mildred is called Ears. Mother used to hush, hush us. Walls have ears. In this IDP camp, there are no walls. Mother says, fences can hear. We are displaced here, but I ask, how can we be displaced? No, thank you very much. We are placed here where there's a large fence and no walls. We dig bunkers to dive in when bombs go off, loud and shattering like death. We do not open our lips. Everything here has ears. Cheers. All right, this piece is from May 6th, 2013. It's a piece, original piece. It's called Pangea, or that's the tentative title. We're all together. We're all from the same house. We just have our own separate rooms. At least we try to. When the high town itself is on the prowl across town, across the earth's brow, the earth's old, slowly, gracefully shifting gown. Where she goes so far west, she attempts to go all the way back east, splitting her children apart just to find each other on a higher degree, a higher peak, higher frequency. Still, with all this extra weight spinning has gotten so heavy. Stretch marks and wrinkles from ages of crying over billions of unnamed Bambis, panda bears, babars, and ricky ticky tavies. Even zillions of human mamas and daddies and babies, spirits of the fluorescent fecunded humus, which bore them off of springs ring. Let us all feel together in there, in these bird songs. At least in the beginning, at least in the morning. Cellar door swings wide open to reveal a stellar seedling girl ready to crop into the greatest hope. Far out of this world, out of this box, out of that plot, satellite light and love, when the candle's horizon at first wouldn't budge. On gravel path for your sight when each step beckons crunch, crunch, then splash into a bottomless womb. I live and die in here with you. Thanks. This is a piece that I hadn't seen for several years, but found it within the past couple of weeks. It's called Chopped Praying Cypress Knees on the Missing Piano. And it basically refers to a piano, a baby grand piano that used to be in my household growing up. And then there were these cypress knees on it, because my mother, the land that her side of the family is from is in the swamplands in kind of middle of Mississippi. And so that's one of the things they do is get the cypress knees. And there's also a reference to Brown Ridge, which is my mother's maiden name. But anyhow. On the edge of the Brown Ridge, our lifeline was split. Just beneath the breezy timbers, the cypress hidden in its dying waters, the knees praying for natural baptism in the drowning. Not everyone, everything was made to float, made for swimming. And many elders always professed that if God had intentions of us flying, we would have been manufactured in the clouds with wings. I still wonder if most of our wings are there, just invisible. A mystery and a secret it takes a whole lifetime to know until we crack the code, bust the message in the bottle that falls out of thin air to bust our head wide open. Well, I can't perceive my wings, nor have I been baptized officially. If you are the praying kind and you think any of this matters, pray for me. And then save and send a prayer for everybody. On the Brown Ridge, do you know that I still pray for the whole world, even if it don't hear me, even if I myself am beyond saving. Thanks. I'll just close out with a little silly poem. It's kind of silly. It's called Romantic Shit. It's from January 16th, 2011. Maybe she don't like that romantic shit. We wait a minute, then the mood starts to frantically shift in silence. Maybe she don't like castles and gold. Maybe she don't drink wine. Maybe she don't speak sweet yellow. Before she rolls herself up inside the carpet, buried in the darkness of some hidden ocean shallow. Maybe she's a rainbow cut in the middle of the road, tangled and unable to bloom from her rose. The center of her universe, she slammed that door. She put into the fire for supper her most beautiful high horse. She said she needed it for strength to keep on walking, to move on traveling, battling what she don't understand. And she calls her silent partner the secret message man. And he don't try to take a part at her. He just want to honor her. He think what a special, beautiful daughter her. And maybe she don't know. She don't know. Maybe she don't like that romantic shit. And he can't stand it. Maybe she can't manage happiness, so in short, long effort, he too can't handle it. Why, if he wants it, does he go to the places where she shadows it? Even though blessed and cursed with soul of poet, maybe he don't like that romantic shit. That's all I got. Thank y'all, and yeah, we've got a short list, but I know we got a good one, and anybody who hasn't signed up, please feel free to. First up on the mic, y'all welcome back Flinch to the stage.
Hi guys, can you hear me? You can hear me? Cool. Yeah, so my name is Flinch, PHLNCH. on social media, but my actual name is Journey Jones. And I have maybe about 4 poems, three or four poems to read you guys. All right, so first, I can start off with the one that I literally just finished while I was sitting in the chair over there. And yeah, thanks. I decided to call it the 12 slits in my lips. All right, so here we go. I gotta get into the, all right. All right. And may my knees bow now before my mind is made into the shape of another concubine, leaving my body betrayed, clothed in someone else's old self with all borrowed senses. I taste of an antique chivalry in the deep of my esophagus. And I was careful not to gag as it made its way down. I still tremble at the sound of all things holy. Still, these fingers find their way to the teeth of other humans, and I pick at all their smiles, and I take cover in their cavities. And I swore to myself I would not have to be sane to be loved, yet my head mounts onto a swivel, and I hang onto both of my minds, and each ankle clings onto what used to be, and I still duck and cover from my kind. My own kin separates my voice from my lips, and I separate myself from their sight. Thank you. Oh, thank you guys, for real. I appreciate that. So now the other ones are the ones that I have already performed, maybe like last week or so. But I'm just trying to find my voice, Let's see. So I can do this one called, I think I called it Dare. I don't think I performed this last week. Here we go. All right. My left foot missed the stair in the middle of the night. I ricocheted my youth, forfeited innocence in the flight. My right foot fell aloof, sticks and stones grew from the soul, freely falling through all the countenance I stole. Bouquets of florals in the wallpaper, I miss the chivalry. Splinters in the stairs steal the blood from me. I would trade my skin for more wisdom in my teeth. I would dare to stay nonverbal if it guaranteed my plea. I would sacrifice my ghost to rid every dis-ease. I would set myself ablaze if it means you get to eat. I would stop myself from falling, but alas, I have no feet. And I would hope the carpet is soft enough to cushion every defeat. I recall every I love you that contributed to my bleed, and I see myself folded up, broken bones, but nice and neat. Thank you. And I might have time for one more, I guess. Okay, I guess this one is kind of cool. It's called Disguise. All right. And when the curl falls from its hold, I look to my left and I wince towards the right before making my way from the evergreens. The humid air, it humors me. I am confused on how to hold my breast, and I witness my breath betraying me. And my limbs fall gray, though condemned, I may mimic them and sway to my left, dismayed, yet I write foreplay to my right, forgave all who took my days for their own foreplay. And I sheathe my breast in hopes the world will see straight through them. My left and right are incongruent. Myself and I are stillborn students with a pair of matching eyes the disguise of the useless. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thank you, for real. I have like 30 seconds left, so I just wanted to say that if any of you are ever up for any sort of collaboration, I would love to collaborate. I am a poet, but I am also a filmmaker, and I can make you content for your music or your poetry or whatever you have. That's all. Thanks.
That's Flinch, everybody. Open for collaboration as well. Some good creativity. All right, thank y'all very much. Please remember to tip your bartenders. And I do have an announcement. Justin Blackburn, who hosted last week, he is doing the Beast of the Mountain Poetry Slam right here at Sovereign Kava this Sunday. Sign-ups at 7 o'clock, 7:30 the show starts. I believe it's $5 to attend, $10 to compete, and the winner gets $100. And yeah, definitely show up for that if you're interested in performing, competing, viewing, or any of that good stuff. That'll be a good time right here, starting about 7 o'clock this Sunday. All right, next up on the list, we've got Chloe. Is Chloe ready? Y'all, welcome Chloe to the stage.
Hello. I haven't done anything like this before, so excuse if I get a little jittery, but I'm pretty new to this poetry world, and I wrote something that holds an emotion that I have been holding on to and I'm ready to let go of. It won't take me 5 minutes, and I do hope that's okay, but yeah, I'll just jump in. I wrote this poem called Closeness. The feeling of distance and the silent air between us, the pull of unanswered questions, stories waiting to be told, a person unknown, a tether of love, but a snap of unfamiliarity as I grow to know you and you grow distant from me. A desire of closeness unmatched by others that we hold close. A frustration builds as we pretend and sit in contempt to only know, not to learn. To sit on the surface and never feel the need to see what lies deeper. A bird at sea, waiting for what comes in reach, never what has to be sought. But I wait, and I stay close to you, as you, like the bird, sit on the surface, unaware of what lies deeper. A bond that is sacred, a bond that is secure. I wait for closeness. Thank you.
Thank you. That's Chloe, everybody. People going for Chloe. First time getting up there on this one. Cheers. All right. Next up, it looks like we've got Sean. Is that right? Unless that's a J, it may be Gene. Okay. Sorry about that. Y'all welcome Sean to the stage.
That sounds fine. Yo, what's up? I'm also chilling. I'm gonna play some songs by Sid Barrett. I'd like to dedicate these songs to Sid, and also not abandoning your friends when they need you. That's something that I think is important. I've got a bike, you can ride it if you like. It's got a basket, a bell and rings and things that make it look good. I'd give it to you if I could, but I borrowed it. You're the kind of girl that fits in with my world. I'll give you anything, everything if you want things. I've got a cloak, it's a bit of a joke. There's a tear up the front, it's red and black, I've had it for months. If you think it could look good, then I guess it should. You're the kind of girl that fits in with my world. I'll give you anything, everything if you want things. I know a mouse and he hasn't got a house. I don't know why I call him Gerald. He's getting rather old, but he's a good mouse. You're the kind of girl that fits in with my world. I'll give you anything, everything if you want things. I've got a clan full of gingerbread men. Here a man, there a man, lots of gingerbread men. There's a couple on the dish, take one if you wish. You're the kind of girl that fits in with my world. I'll give you anything, everything if you want things. I've got a room full of musical tunes here. Some rhyme, some tunes, and most of them are clockwork. Let's go into the other room and make them work. Thanks. I got one more. This one's called Dark Globe. Oh, where are you now? Pussy willow that smiled on this leaf when I was alone. You promised a stone from your heart. My head kissed the ground. I was half the way down, treading the sand. Please lift a hand. I'm only a person with armbands beats on his hands hang tall. Won't you miss me? Wouldn't you miss me at all? The poppy birds sway, swings twigs and coffee brands around. Brandish a wine with a feathery tongue. My head kissed the ground. I was half the way down, treading the sand. Please lift a hand. I'm only a person with Eskimo chain. I tattooed my brain all the way. Won't you miss me? Wouldn't you miss me at all? Thanks.
All right, y'all, let's keep it going for Sean. All right, and we welcome all forms of artistic expression here at Poetry Open Mic Asheville, Sovereign Kava. Please tip your bartenders, and remember, all performers get free kava double shot there. So definitely don't want to miss out on that. Best mud water in the land. It's good for you too. Next up on the list, we've got Ben. Y'all welcome Ben to the stage.
Hello. I got some poems. This one's called You Made Me Believe. You made me believe in the heat of the moment that I wanted something like this, but not this. I'm good as a concept, but in reality, I'm treated precariously, like holding spit. I've never been the best at letting go. I keep the broken trinkets, hoping one day they will miraculously be fine. This watch won't tick, so stay a second. Please, try to take your time. I'm not meant for eyes, I'm made for touch. But I sit on the shelf collecting dust. I feel like I could die on this escalator to the moon. Where'd you go? Did I stand by and watch this fall? You weren't standing where you were before. The real question is, do I need to pretend I'm brave or give up the truth? I don't feel much at all. Born to shit, forced to clean up these messy situations. My behind is clean of guilt, but up ahead, my eyes always juice themselves like leaking trash bags. Is less than the bare minimum too much? People tell me to look for Christ, but it's always wrong time, right place. I think something would happen to my family if I stepped into a church. Most change is silver-lined. I always eat the dirty pennies like Eucharist from the offering plate. My pockets stay empty because I'm honest. I have kintsugi on my heart. Instead of gold, it's fixed with clots and dirt. Is that even the same? Sink your fingers deep into my heart so it can beat right for you. This feels like something that I won't make my brain hide behind my bleeding, leaking heart. I've given up on you. Honey, put your weapons down. I'm too tired to fight right now. Yesterday we were today's mistake. Is that why the clouds were pouting? How do I feel lost even in my own home? Times like these, when I can retrace my steps and find my nest of dust on some lost shelf, I need to find home first. This is called Goddamn. Goddamn, how'd I get here? I'm told God is everything, then whatever it is dead, like a body in the back of a Walmart. I remember when this world was my own. I prayed to some spirit of a junkie I don't know. And the spirits came and shook my body, and then they left me all alone. I thought dying a few times on a table would have made me strong. Sometimes others' eyes are filled with something past sadness, hoping to see some sun. It's never bright before the morning. The sky is my suit jacket, silver-lined. My words still can't make any sounds. A monkey with a miniature symbol. I crash and trash, as if what I do is important. I'm better lost. I wish some God would turn my brain into egg salad. Mashed potatoes, if they're kind. They're my favorite. Can't lose a mind that's already been lost. For me, memory is kind of an accomplishment. The memories are found in the little things, and only certain bottles on the floor. Jesus paid it all. Why am I still in debt? Do we have to live on the other side, or are the neighborhoods the same, but much worse? Is that why we fight to stay alive and never meet our next door neighbors? This is called life. Life is war and art is a weapon. Just like art, hate has to be beautiful to burn. If you were a statue, I'd deface you. But art is made to be appreciated. Like the landscape with the fall of Icarus, getting too close will destroy something beautiful. This is called the gas station. The gas station sells Plan B, a small forgiveness for last night's sins. Grab a soda for the small prize of doing what is right, protecting our children from this shit earth. I said hello and asked for smokes. The attendant slithered like a snake. His forked tongue grabbed my cigarettes. I didn't read the screen, so I was stuck in my idiotness. Nervously, my money fell, rose petals and seeds, planted precariously onto soiled floors. All I could do was say, sorry for the mess. I opened the cell door to the store. The flowers outside wept at me, and the winter red berries glared. Just one more thing telling me I'm not enough. The ferns, ancient and knowing, saluted me as if I had been there before. The cigarette lets me be a chimney. For a while, I can be as strong as a house, for as long as another hurricane doesn't come and catch you off guard. I'm learning what it means to be alive again. They told me I was gonna die once, and that thought stuck to my flypaper soul. The rat hasn't fought its way out of the trap. Children don't choose life, they live it. Adults get to wrestle demons, never winning a championship belt, since it's really wrestling yourself. As I sit here in the cold, listening to the radio talk, so I don't have to talk to myself, just to feel all right. The sun flashes burning flames in my eyes, letting me choose heaven or hell. But I am a burning paradise, destroying buildings and still culling out the weak trees for new growth. A controlled burn of happiness and strife, questioning what will grow. Will it be a beautiful ivy that slowly chokes and poisons, or the burnt remains of a stump, pushing a branch and a bud, still fighting to grow tall again? My therapist tells me things trying to hand me hope, but I bet that attendant knows. I'd ask him, but all I can say is hello. Honestly, I'm probably the only one that has an idea, but I won't say it to myself. I guess I'll do one more. This is called Saw Something. Saw something in the sky last night, thought it was an alien. Turned out it was God looking for something greater than the love of man. Light bent around her, a long shadow stretched thin. She shifted from a man into a woman. Must have been the haircut that threw me off. She said hello, asked how I was. I said, terrible. Everyone thinks you're a man, and you gave me the power to think when I wanted to be just like the animals. She laughed. She said she's a lesbian because men can't love properly without talking about themselves. Then added, women aren't any better. They're just prettier while doing it. Good thing I quit drinking or I might have missed her. She said she was transitioning again, this time to a man, trying to get a little more respect. I told her being a man is lonely. She said, yeah, I know. I built him that way. She asked if I was all right. Weird phrasing, but I said, yeah. I keep writing to stay free, to be or not to be, right? She said, sure, but edit more. Then I asked, why me? She said, you were howling in the street again. I'd never seen her before, not on this block or anywhere else. She turned back towards the light and yelled, I yelled, where do I go from here? She shouted, inside, and the porch went dark. I stood there for a minute, realized I probably freaked out my neighbor. I guess I still think God could be anyone who's willing to listen.
Yeah,
Thank you.
let's keep it going for Ben. Yeah, that was a story right there. That's a God poem. All right. And remember, we do this every Wednesday night here at Sovereign Kava. Poetry Open Mic Asheville. We welcome all forms of artistic expression. All right. Well, we have someone here who might have something to say to you real quick, briefly. Justin Blackburn. Y'all welcome Justin Blackburn to the stage.
John's coming up too. We're Justin Blackburn and
John Langmack,
we represent the
Beast of the Mountain,
Poetry
Slam,
team. And we have
Slam,
on the November 9th, this Sunday at
7 o'clock.
and we were going to do a little mini slam for y'all now. Does people know what a poetry slam is? All right, well, basically, it's people compete for a prize. November 9th, the prize is $100. And the audience, 5 random judges, vote on who they think whose poem is better, and the winner wins the money. I mean, there's like 8, usually 6 to 12 performers. So what we were going to do right now, if it's all right, is we were going to both do a poem, and then you guys vote to see who would win the hypothetical money tonight. Is that fair? Does anybody want to vote? All right, we got this guy who wants to vote. All right, so we're each going to do a poem. John, you want to go first? Sure. And you just give John scores. Out of 10.
Can I be ugly? Can I be so damn ugly, so very weak, a clueless fool, a coward? Will you take your love away? Can I be stupid, inconsiderate, brash? Will your heart still find a way? Can I be unsexy, stumbling, bumbling, so damn embarrassing? Will you find me worthy to stay? Because I am coming up short. I am running the race backwards. I am blind to so many flaws in creating new ways to be inept each and every day. Still, I'm praying you won't hold it against me, because the charges are mounting, and I'm guilty of it all. Is it getting hot in here? Save my soul, I pray. Still, I'm imagining you springing me from this jail cell, then taking me somewhere beautiful, and loving me like I'm the kind of art where the flaws add richness, where words misspoken bring sweet laughter, not shame. I want to be ugly in all the ways I am, and stupid and weak and everything else because I am, because I deserve to be. But I hope when I lay it all out, bare bottom embarrassing, you still want to stay, because I love you. And I know that isn't enough, but nothing ever is. Our messes are spilling and mixing together, and we can call it art or ugliness, but every sculpture lives inside the clay. Oh man, I am ugly, and it's perfect and changing and alive. My ugliness needs to breathe the fresh air and stand in sunlight. It's not special treatment. All God's children deserve to play. So I'm not begging you to love me, but I'm definitely asking, encouraging as well. And I'm not even begging you to see past the stupid, ugly, weak of it all. It's there. Please love me anyways. What do you say?
We got an 8. We got a 10. That's an 18. Anybody else want to throw in a score? Because it is the first one out of 30. All right, we got a 26 for John Langmack. All right, here goes Justin Blackburn. Shit. I got that. Reading from my a new version of my book. It's hard to get there when you're already there. I'm going to start. I'm going to do a poem. This poem is called Thank you. The Dumb Drunk Frat Bro in the Quantum Field. There's a body I know who does not believe it is connected to a soul. In the infinite possibility of the quantum field, it chooses to be a drunk, dumb frat boy. It's not blind, but it only sees shit. Every day it drinks until it passes out into nothingness. In a past life, it's drowning witches. In a parallel universe, it's a kid seeing his future and killing himself. It tries hard to get other frat brothers to accept it. In the quantum field, there is a world of no rejection. It manipulates sorority girls to fuck it. In the quantum field, there is a reality present made only of innocence. He makes me hate the fact that we are all one. He makes me scream at God, bro, what the fuck? He makes me think infinite intelligence is fucking dumb. He makes me question if I want to understand anything ever. The way he abuses the quantum field creator, women. The way he doesn't get that he's the fucking problem. The way the world pays for his ignorance. The way his daddy takes care of it all. I want to poison his beer so he never slaps a girl's ass. I want to rid the world of hate jokes so he can never laugh. I want to change his gender and the color of his skin. I want to protect every precious soul to never go near him. How the fuck do bodies not know their own spirit? How the fuck is God talking to us all the time, yet hardly any of us can hear it? How are grasshoppers more in control than humans? How, when endless potentials exist, do we finish our day face down as a piece of fucking shit? Why is the best option in the quantum field to forgive? Why the fuck is the only thing that actually works to understand we are all one and find compassion within yourself for this dumb, drunk frat kid's bullshit fake hurt and love the part of you that is the perpetrator, the victim, and the jerk? God damn it, fuck. May all light, wisdom, and love be revealed to the dumb, drunk frat bro in the quantum field. You're 9. All right. 10. That's a 19. Anybody else? Jesus Christ. They didn't even. Who said that? The fuck was that? Did you hear the poem 6 back there? See, the other thing that's fun about the poetry slams, Kevin knows this. You can, you're not gonna, get too mad at the judges, but you can talk a little shit, right? Yeah, you can boo. So John won. Give it up for John. He had a 20. He had a 26. I had a 25 by some mysterious person in the back. Thank you. Yeah. So we're gonna run around and we have these what are these things called? Flyers, and they have the information on them. So we're gonna give you a flyer. We'd love for you to come. The intention is to create a really great community of writers and really get to love your craft and understand your work. And I think Poetry Slam embraces that, and I think it embraces the ability to become a better performer. I think it's a really cool time. Also, like, people think poetry's boring, so the slam kind of gives this competition edge, and people are like, oh shit, who's gonna win, We'd love for y'all to come out. We're gonna pass out flyers. God bless you all. Have amazing lives. Thank you.
Yeah, let's keep it going for Justin and John. And that is this Sunday, starting around 7 o'clock, right here at Sovereign Kava. That is the Poetry Slam, and it is quite a good time. All right. Now, next up on the list, is David around? There was a David that scratched their name out earlier. If David's still around, still wants to perform, that's cool, but otherwise, if David is not present, we've got Leaf. Let's welcome Leaf to the stage.
Hello. I got fully sober 2 weeks ago, so hopefully you can feel it in some of this. This is called Excuse the Blood, Excuse the Ecstasy, A Human Destiny. And if you know the band Mayhem, you might get some of the references. 1, Excuse the Blood. The metalcore man in my house looks confused when I rip open the curtains at the first echoes of sound. Sorry, I tell him, just a touch of paranoia. He's unsettled, but nods in understanding. He can't understand, not if he hasn't swam in the dark waters of psychosis like I have, not if he hasn't run naked around a lake in Minneapolis wearing only a horse mask. I silence the intrusion by straddling metalcore man and staring fish-eyed at his prettiness. He smells like the sea. I want to fuck you, I tell him, but I also want to see you again. Well, he says, if it doesn't work out, we can always be friends. I read him like I read Moby Dick, skimming over long descriptions of bullshit to find a point in it. The point here being, this is Dick's ending. I travel south, fumble with his buckle. He says it's like a seatbelt. Click, and he's unfastened. I pull at his skinny jeans like I'm peeling a banana, which I devour as if my blood sugar is crashing. He calls my work wizardry. I let him fuck me on my knees until both sets of thighs are quaking, performing what's expected of me, hiding self-hate behind illusions of intimacy. He strips my jewels from me, and I carry the shame of the thief. I bleed out in his arms, apologizing like dead before he shot himself in the head and left a note that said, "Excuse the blood, but I have slit my wrists and neck." I live in the faint ache of dissociating. Even when I'm fucking, I'm moving automatically. It's fine, I rationalize. I never learned to drive stick anyway. Dead repeats, I'm not a human. This is just a dream. I am not just me. I'm a million iterations of dissimilar beings, their only commonality being that they share space in my body. Dead repeats, what will be left of me when I'm dead? When I lived, there was nothing. Metalcore Man is going on tour with Kid Rock tomorrow. He says if politics don't involve him, he doesn't give a shit. I consider spearing him with a Palestinian flag. Instead, I lay spread on the bed, wondering when he'll come so I can earn my dog treat. Fucking has always defined me. Trauma persists as my sole legacy, the despair bleeding from me like a machine trying to gather the oil it leaks. My suffering seeks mastery, but only repeats. I ask the metalcore man on my couch for aftercare. He's in his underwear now and tells me he doesn't know what aftercare means. I bury my face in his armpits, but neither of us can breathe. So I care for myself. I wash the towels and the sheets. I shower his arrogance off of me. I write the best poem of my life, and then I press delete. Dead repeats, how beautiful life is when my time has come, a human destiny. Thank you. 2, excuse the ecstasy. The gentle man on my couch wears the same keffiyeh as me. He cares politically, but not to the extent of undoing parental realities. He is tall enough for me to look up and call him daddy, and strong enough to hold me, the tip of him poking in as he whispers, "Good girl," to me. At the Waffle House this morning, I said hi to everyone playing mariachi. The waiter friend looked tired, and I apologized for being annoying, blaming it on Vyvanse and ADHD. Really, I am high on visibility. I attempt to resist trauma dumping, but the stories flow from me like film from a projector and onto a blank screen. I want him to know now so he doesn't find out later and turn away from me. The gentle man on my couch looks up at me like Bambi. I kiss his lips as my best friend tells me they've been rear-ended by an old lady. The man speaks. I love Gen Z, how they can get into a wreck and move on like it's nothing. What terrible things must you see to end up so forgiving? Don't look at me. The world is volcanic lately. I zoom out and collapse. I zoom in and know I am complete. There is a balance to achieve. Can I hold the weight of my privilege and powerlessness simultaneously? I can. I find moments of bliss in my friends. I pursue love as if it's obligatory. The beautiful man in my house makes Thursday plans with me. I'm already planning our future secretly. I deserve good things. I don't want to kill men lately. I want to hold up a mirror and force them to see. Thank you. Yearn. Hide hideousness behind a fitting room curtain. Smile because you have to. Rage like you were taught. Purge in her honor. Blame your parents. Try to relax. Download a $70 mindfulness app. Speak in second person. Shit in 100 thread count sheets. Find shock in subtlety. Sanity in psychosis. Familiarity in betrayal. Return to DBT. Drop out. Play dulcimer in a gift shop. Fuck on a roof in Chicago. Stay in bed for a week. Eat some dates because you refuse to cook for yourself. Rub your clit. Get upset. Make ugly art on purpose. Learn about aperture. Flash your tits to an abandoned boiler. Tattoo your chest. Become an alien. Leave your dildo and your vape in the same drawer, touching each other. Stay celibate in California. Contemplate your corpse. Make a mess with an orange. Watch me float in the absence and yearn. Profane confessions. You spread your legs like a painting, but the artists look away. Smelling rot, bile drips from your tongue. You French kiss like a dog. Masturbate to dystopia on a rainy day because losing contact with the ancients is a full-time job. Irredeemable, you live to fall. Die as often as you can. Sing discordantly with your inner child. You spread your legs like a painting, but the watchers look away. Your obscenity is unheard of. You walk around with your nipples protruding like cold gumdrops. You ignore the noticing. You seek refuge in shame, pleasure in transgression, holiness in being turned on. You touch the sun and fly off anyway. And this is about my daughter. It's called Clementine. I watched a video of a dying pig on Instagram. It was old, and its back legs were flopping jelly, its spine collapsing. Then, clips of the pig as a baby, frolicking and small. I let out big, choking sobs. My shame interrupts playtime with my child. I want to be a present mother. I don't want to admit that she's my biggest trigger. I can't even write about her. I write about men instead, my distraction from unreasonable grief. I'm sick with them. I want to return to my child and myself, but I am too afraid to assess the wreckage. What if I find her there? Okay, this is my last one. It's kind of silly. I'm autistic, just to clarify. It's called Horsepower. I saw this guy today, that's why I'm reading it. The autistic man who almost hit me with his car when I was standing in my yard came up to me at the bus stop and yelled, "It's finally drizzling," in the key of iron. I was so mad to have almost been hit in my own garden, but I saw his hands flap and I felt kinship. He introduced his special interest, Fox and the Hound. "Which one was your favorite?" I asked. "I don't think that matters, does it?" he said. He was heated. He paced alongside my car, shaking red fists. He squiggled his nose. "I just don't understand why streaming services remove my favorite movies. Like, why would they do that? Why would they take them from me?" "I don't know, but I'm sorry." He walked off and approached the woman who just passed us. She did not want to be approached. From a block away, I could hear him yelling about the streaming services taking his movies away. The rain picked up. The woman stayed in place while the man who almost hit me with his car galloped around the bend with impressive horsepower. Thank you so much for listening.
And thank you, Lee, for sharing. That was some raw, beautiful storytelling and poetry. Thank you. All right, I appreciate y'all bringing it. And I appreciate all the energy here. And for those who've hung in with us, we've still got some names on the list. And next up, we've got Swimmer. Y'all give him a minute to get on stage and set up, but Swimmer is next on stage. Please tip your bartender. I believe the bar is open till 1 a.m. tonight.
Thanks you people for being here, Kevin. These people performing from their spirits. What a day. This is a song about the potion for the times we were in, from Lord Shiva. This is called the Duppy Scream. Duppy is a Jamaican term which means soulless. I sent a prayer to Lord Shiva. His gift to us made me a believer. He's got a cauldron turning round in time, taking little sips of God Dog Love Potion number 9. God Dog Love Potion number 9. God Dog Love Potion number 9. I told him I was in a state of flux. He said, do you really think you'll get good luck from the duppy screen that you got in your hand? I let go of it, and I followed his plan. He bent down and turned around and gave me a sip. I felt a poker coming to my lips. I didn't know if it was day or night. I started kissing everything in sight. When I kissed the copper down on 34th and Vine, he said, what's it, boy? I said, God Dog Love Potion number 9. God Dog Love Potion number 9. God Dog Love Potion number 9. Number 9, number 9, number 9. This instrument, for some of you who might not know, is called a mountain dulcimer. And from what I've learned, it's the only native instrument from this land, kind of a combination between European. So with the local play some songs from across the world. Guantanamera, Guajiro, Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajiro, Guantanamera. Yo soy un hombre sincero, de donde crece la palma. Yo soy un hombre sincero, de donde crece la palma. Antes de morir me quiero echar versos del alma. Words mean nothing. I'm just a man who's trying to do some good before dying, and ask each man and his boy to bear the will towards each other. His heart can never be hollow to those who listen and follow. Guantanamera, Guajiro, Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajiro, Guantanamera. This is a song by a musical guide of mine. I once had a girl, or should I say, she once had me. She showed me her room, isn't it good? No, isn't it? She asked me to stay, and she told me to sit anywhere. I looked around and I noticed there wasn't a chair. I sat on the rug, biding my time, drinking her wine. We talked until 2, and then she said, it's time for bed. She told me she woke in the morning and started to laugh. I told her I didn't and crawled off to sleep in the bath. And when I woke, I was alone, this bird had flown. So I could find, isn't it good, Norwegian wood. This is a chant of words from an Asian. The sound of them tunes you up. Amaterasu Mikami, 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 dancing, dance and play, dancing, dance and play, dancing, dance and play, when the daylight comes your way, dancing, dance and pray. When the daylight goes away, dancing, dance and pray. In the middle of the night, dancing, dance and pray. And gain inside. Thanks for listening. Thanks for Kevin and all the people that keep this place going. It's a great place. It's like one of the old taverns back during the American Revolution, which got us free.
Everybody, this is Swimmer. Let's keep it going for Swimmer. We can't do this thing without people like Swimmer and all of y'all to keep coming back. All right. It might take a minute for our next artist to get on stage. We'll let it breathe a minute. But meanwhile, I would like to tell y'all, don't forget the Poetry Slam this weekend. There's some other stuff going on this weekend, but I hadn't seen the sheet yet. But there's always stuff going on Fridays and Saturdays too, usually live shows and good stuff like that. But definitely come out to the Poetry Slam here at 7 o'clock on Sunday, November 9th. And I would like to welcome Nicholas up to the stage next. Give him a second to get up there, get set up, but let's welcome him to the stage, y'all.
Hey everyone, I'm going to be playing one I haven't played since I don't know when, many years. It's called Crossroads, and yeah, it's always nostalgic to play old ones and trying to kind of branch out and tap back into, you know, the energy that I wrote the song in about a time where, you know, I didn't really have a lot of direction, had to do a lot of figuring out of things on my own. So yeah, here it goes.
that you're asleep until you wake. Keep looking for what's real and everything's fake. Been wondering how long this will take. Seems like I could use a break.
Oh, I realized I was playing it wrong. Sorry.
Don't know that you're asleep until you wake. Keep looking for what's real and everything's fake. Been wondering how long this'll take. Feels like I could use a break. Never thought about how much the mind deceives. This could be so much easier if I believed. Why'd it take so long to see? Inner peace lies beneath. Lost and I don't know. I'm waiting at crossroads. Just know you're never alone. 'Cause your light will always be home. 'Cause it's the journey, not the road. Why do I only see black and white? The balance has always been a fight. The judgment of what's wrong and right is never always day and night. Lost and I don't know. I'm waiting at crossroads. Just know you're never alone. And your light will always be home. 'Cause it's the journey, not the road. What's done is done and over. The night won't always be. You'll always be forever. So let the soul be free. Lost and I don't know. I'm waiting at crossroads. Just know you're never alone. And your light will always be home. 'Cause it's the journey, not the road. 'Cause it's the journey, not the road.
Thank you. I'm going to play one that's newer than that, but still that I haven't played in a while. It's called Here Comes the Light.
stay open. I'll try not to close. I will stay true even when I do not know yet. Just as the wind carries a leaf into the ground, my soul, it guides me through my journey home without you. Through all these moments, there lies a purpose. Even shadows have something to show us here. And every flower needs a little rain, so it's okay to feel a little pain. Let's go and write our own stories, leave behind all of these worries. No matter how we got here, the love we are is always near. And even in the darkest of times, there again comes the light. Riding away onto the shore until I hit the sand and start again once more. Yeah. Just like a game of lost and found, and the universe goes searching round and round. Yeah. Some call it work, some call it play. No wonder life goes by many names, yeah. So if you question the meaning of it all, see all is one and be open to your call, yeah. Let's go and write our own stories and say goodbye to our worries. No matter how we got here, the love we are is always near. And even in the darkest of times, there again comes the light.
Thank you. This last one I'm going to play is a cover by my favorite band.
I got a bad disease. Far from my brain is where I've been. Insanity, it seems, has got me by my soul to squeeze. Where all the love from me? With all the dying trees I scream. The angels in my dreams have turned to demons of greed. That's me. Where I go, I gotta take it slow. When I find my peace of mind, I'm gonna give you some of my good time. You're so polite indeed. Well, I got everything I need. I'll make my days a breeze and take away my self-destruction. It's pretty, baby, and it's very sweet. I'm on a roller coaster, but I'm on my feet. Take me to the rhythm, let me on your shoulder. I'll be coming back, baby, I'll be coming back. Saying it don't go, we're saying that someone just come and come. Well, I cannot forget, but now I will find the places, simple places, not just special, that I won't regret and never end where I go. I just don't know. I gotta take it slow. When I find my peace of mind, I'm gonna give you some of my good time. I might end up somewhere in Mexico. When I find my peace of mind, I'm gonna keep it for the end of time.
Thank you.
Yes, that's Nicholas. Let's keep it going for Nicholas, y'all. All right, and we've still got some names on the list. Next up, we've got Marvin. Is Marvin still present? Y'all welcome Marvin to the stage.
Greetings, 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 greetings. While Swimmer was up here, I turned 32, so happy birthday, Marvin. I've read some poetry a few years ago when I lived in the Mississippi Delta. And it's just about time. I wrote a poem recently that only took me a second to write, so it deserves to be read. And then I've got two more, but this first one I think I've got memorized. I understand what beauty is and isn't. Most will think it's appealing, few will tell you it is daring, truth will show you it is piercing. I'm here to tell you it takes care of itself, and upkeep is scary. Gravity does what it does, therefore falling is easy. It's about the striving that is crippling, it is the carving that is uncomfortable, apathy is the crime of the century. On gravity, Marvin. On gravity, everything that is easy works like a siphon. Everything that is real is shunned to the periphery. To claim to be real is buffoonery. To claim to be real is buffoonery. Marvin. Tisk, tisk. Tisk, tisk. Probably did that 1,000 times. And then there it goes. To claim to be real is buffoonery. I'll be alone chiseling if I need to be. This culture will kill you easily. Everyone says everything is everything without any reasoning. They treat people like means to an end. They treat people like means to an end and tell you it's nothing as if it's just society. What happened to treating people equally, and that meaning positively rather than consequentially? Falling apart. As if my existence is inconsequential, I promise you it is essential, though I pledge to exist along the periphery. I see this clearly, it is not new to me, how to be opposite of attitudes I see that detest me. I understand what beauty is and isn't. All right, well, I'm reading the next two, so no qualms there, but tisk, tisk. All right, I don't know what this is called. Let's just go with To Know My Woman's Hand. Whatever a young 30-something is supposed to idealize about love, marriage, partnership escapes me. I dream about the hand of my woman while in Shavasana, calming down, our breathing while sweaty. I've seen videos of people blindfolded while someone impersonates that partner's hand. How could you not know the hand of your partner escapes me? To say I've been in love recently is a sad fallacy. There have been fleeting moments and not too far from my memory, I've had access to a woman's eyes who knows me. Seconds go by that feel like hours, and we grant a smile knowing how nice it is just to be looking. How a male goes from a boy to a man is excruciating. It's not natural, it's not womanly. There is reckoning involved in the mentality. I've started to say, nothing matters until your first Saturn return. It would be nice to know thyself sooner, a treat not granted. When I go out, I don't. Nobody's doing any dancing. Everyone moves like an algorithm fucking, cuddling, naturally. It's home for me. To say I've been in love recently is a sad fallacy. I haven't found someone to hold my hand in Shavasana, calming down our breathing while sweaty, cuddling. And then the juxtaposition of dining, my woman in a dress. When friends have expressed distress in their marriage, young 30-somethings, I ask them, when's the last time you've seen your woman in a dress, not for a wedding? When's the last time you've held her hand for the sake of reading? When's the last time you've looked into her eyes for the sake of dancing? I can't wait to know my woman's hand. This last one is, I don't know, since Helene, I've written a few Helene pieces, and so this is around Hurricane Helene. And just foliage season was pretty sick. I was out on the Parkway a lot. I went to Mount Mitchell for the first time today. That's clean air up there. What would this be called? I think it's called something like Where I'm Okay to Die, which is kind of morbid, but it's about Mount Pisgah Trailhead. Yeah. And this is my last one. It is not a city, an event, or a time of year. It is a space that cannot be replaced. It has been there longer than the rings of Saturn. Now you know I'm talking about our mountain range. That breaks storms, though we flooded, then lost access because my favorite place in the world is a patch of grass overlooking our mountain range. Along our parkway, there are so many spots to see, they say, and I do on days when I have something to lose, but that is not many. On most, I remember that I could die that day. Where would I be okay dying? I say, where would I want to be? When people ask, how's Asheville? Everything that wants to be open is. And in some places, it still looks like the day after. I say, disaster is sticky. I spent so many days driving the parkway the same way to my same spot to track what I could not a year ago, and everything had to go prematurely. And the best of us got back up to repave old paths, those hours with my locals, and of course, our tourists, along the parkway that stayed quiet while we were flooded and slept while we screamed there for us to dream. My favorite hours with those tourists from our spot older than the rings of Saturn. My favorite place, a safe space where I could die because it reminds me to live and love, a patch of grass at Mount Pisgah Trailhead. Thank you.
Yes, y'all, let's keep it going for Marvin. Yeah, bringing the poetry. And of course, this Sunday, you've got the Poetry Slam. Justin Blackburn will be there, John Langback will be there. And that starts about 7 o'clock, so everybody join who feels so inclined. Next up, we've got Kai, if Kai is ready to go. There she is. Y'all give Kai just a minute to get to the stage and get set up here. We'll remind you we do this every Wednesday. Sign-up's about 8 o'clock. We start somewhere between 8:30 and 9 p.m.
Hi, I'm Kai. Hello. Oh, sure. Did anyone find a snark clip-on tuner from last week? Because I might have left mine here. My bad. So sorry. It's gonna... If you had one shot... Oh, thank you. That is probably mine. Hell yeah. One opportunity. Get everything you ever wanted. Would you choke? Mom spaghetti, mom spaghetti. That's from the movie 8 Mile. Hell yeah. This song's called Shell. Safer inside curl. What outside world? Afraid to visit.
so scary to let someone else out of my shell. Hurts like hell, but I'm tolerating it. Out of my shell, hurts like hell, but it's so amazing. Apprehensive to a fault, seen my share of salt. Poison fragments form a whole. Hard to leave them when it's all you've known. And letting you in was the worst and most fun thing a snail like me could ever have done. I convinced myself that you're the last one, 'cause it tore me up to give you my trust. Out of my shell, hurts like hell, but I'm tolerating it. Out of my shell, hurts like hell, but it's complicated. Out of my shell, hurts like hell, and I'm separated. Out of my shell, hurts like hell, and it's so amazing. And it's so amazing. And it's so amazing. Thanks. If anyone wants to teach me how to use a pick, thanks. That would be cool. I hate how it sounds. Like I hate I hate hearing the little pick plasticky sound when I do it. Maybe you can help me out. I wrote that song, by the way. I also wrote this song. I need a healthy outlet for my aggression. Dropped out of therapy, can't leave it in the session. Check my ego, but you carry on. Give me a reason to fetch my lexicon. So stow your tray tables and hold onto your shit. I'm the pilot, find me down in the cockpit. Locate your exits, find 'em fast. Planes go down quick. Sit back, relax, I got this. Playing solo, super normal. Love your rose, but hate that thorn though. Keep it formal, cause the cardinal memories flow through the portal. To my burial, love lead me to rest. Denim on my chest, no return address. I regret to inform you. So you can try me on. I don't fear. Wish that you could take me off. I'm bracing. Put your back into it, tear every last limb. Oh, that's right. They already did. I'm a zombie, come harm me. Keep coming back, I'm more charming. I'm warning you now with eyes like iron. I'm spotting the rotting inside your spirit from jotting the similarities from sky to sea. So stool your straight tables and hold onto your shit. I'm the pilot, find me down in the cockpit. Locate your exits, find them fast. Planes go down quick. So you can try me on, but I don't fear. Wish that you could take me off, but I'm bracing. Put your back into it, tear every last limb. Oh, that's right. They already did. Already did, already did, already. They already did. Already did, already did, already. They already did. Okay, fuck, I have 1 minute. God, it's like I haven't spent enough time already. I'm gonna read this poem. I'm working on like a memoir type of thing. It's like prose poetry, nonfiction stuff. So this is like a very raw, not very edited piece, but never stopped me before. So California is so beautiful. You can do anything and make it look good. You can drink too much and vomit on yourself in broad daylight in the middle of a historic park. You can let a boy you just met fuck you on the sprawling canyon floor against glittering navy sky. You can smoke marijuana on the white, soft, sanded beach. Let waves carry you and disassociate so hard driving home is a dream it's miraculous you woke from. You can make me the ugliest part of this. You can call me stupid for sitting mutely in the leather car seat of the car you supposedly bought your wife for Valentine's Day, but you're the only one who drives it now. You can bemoan about feeling estranged in the lost, softly lit basement. You can claim the teenage version was too hostile. They clearly didn't want to be helped. Their bad temperament was at fault for this entire thing. Excuse the neglect, then drown yourself in a blood orange sunset. My guilt has inverted into it being all your fault forever. I've turned back into the child, not responsible for any single bit of it. Where does the grief go when I'm too old for blame? Time to take responsibility. When I've still not stood up fully from the punch you threw that knocked me to the ground. I see that continuing to blame you leads to nothing but burrowed bitterness, never healing, wound reopening misery. But when I hate myself for the way I am, I'm actually hating you. I'm all I've got to deal with now. Faults, mistakes, insecurities, character flaws, disorders, all under my protection. My wily teenagers to parent. I resent it. I hate it. I was on my own before when it was called case closed childhood neglect, but I still am now as an adult expected to find my way, to remedy these flaws on my own forever. How are you expected to heal when the replenishing never took place? How am I supposed to grow when I never completed childhood? Following a dark, non-linear path to a place outside of what makes sense, where children take care of parents and parents morph from the best thing you love to the worst thing you hate the most. I remember the exact moment of transition. I crossed a dark San Diego street on a dry moonlit night, thoughts like newly bloomed bruises. I'm damaged, I'm deranged, I don't trust anyone, I'm really messed up, and this is just who I am. And I was. For the next 7 years, I was on bad behavior. Thanks, thank you.
All right, let's keep it going for Kai. That's Kai, y'all. And right now we'll do a quick little segue here. Gonna have a little music. Aaron Price is gonna join the party here. I'll do some poetry. Just give us a second to get it together here.
Open the briefcase.
All right, all right. So this first piece, it's from September 11th, 2008. It's entitled Sad-Eyed Prophets. And it's basically in a nutshell, it's basically how people wait their whole lives and they want to, when you're a child, you're growing up, you want to break away from where you come from, then later on you want to go right back there, and everything comes full circle. So anyhow. And it was written on very tiny print, so bear with me here. I'll probably be better without these on, actually. In a town you never named, on a hillside water plank, the air is sour and dank in taste. Smells with the sweetness of late summer jinxing, joking Jane, choking upon the passport that scratched out your old face, pining to list chapters that skip, scatter, and rearrange. There is a doctor sick of sickness. He drinks from a vial in a solitary tunnel where there are no witnesses, where he feels no one judges, no one can stop him, that rock-aiming, diving rocket. There's a doctor plagued and cut with images. Though he says all the township's diseases to him are not contagious, he wears all of them home with him. So he has a place where he must go to play and escape in the fictional distance. To his lady he gives kisses but she doesn't believe them. He says he'll be back by the time the sun collides with the wide, windy season. He walks away low with mustered up pride. Sad-eyed like he said this a million times, like he's lived as others in millions of lives. Sad-eyed prophets watching from the docks and building tops, seeing sunsets from angles where no one else would dare to climb in clocks, climbing ropes of black Asian cloths. He is spotted by the cops, but he is not threatening to die. He says he would never leave his earth body with such ease, not unless everything collides tonight with sharpened earth turn in arch. Sad-eyed prophets with binoculars stab himself with ugly beauty, word unspoken. Follow the curve in the earth, as if you won't arrive back into the middle of your own humble pie universe in a town you never called. There is a stranger the sun and dark clouds mock. Stranger is buzzed into hiding by hearts, stung with the spirit of unforgiving, overprotective wasp. The stranger has already run for many years from the overprotective arms of my pops and ma in a town you never saw. Or at least that's what you tell your years gone. Sad-eyed prophets that drink the milk of amnesia, on their knees praying into the rippling gray autumn and winter waters. They may hate to say at 27, 25, 26, and 28 that they need ya, as they feed a wild dog so rough through the rusted crack in the gate. In the blood-pouring gate. In a town you never named. In a town you never came. In a town you never claim. Sad-eyed prophets that sweat from the hilltop overhang, all that is soaked and wet of the rain. One reads the name Lorraine from a chipped stone. The other speaks of a dead father in the woods. Cut as oak, his name Ramon. Sad-eyed prophets forced to call their latest footstep home. Thank y'all. I've got one more. Then Aaron's gonna do a little jam and perhaps invite a friend. This one's called, it's actually a true story. However, secret telling it is. But it's called Another Night Without Eyes. Back in 2017, Aaron Price, Caleb Beissert, myself, Morgan Beissert over there, and a bunch of other kick-ass people went to DC for a week for Capitol Fringe Festival. And the last night, a couple of us ended up at an Ethiopian speakeasy. And this is kind of about that. We weren't there for long, but we went. We were motivated to depart. At 3 a.m. at a DC Ethiopian speakeasy, we paid $10 for a $3 beer with little grievance. The gentle, well-polished and seasoned flowered street-walking ladies passed casually among the heathens and demons in urban surgical masks. Once we woke up, inviting forbidden steps deep in the Sunday night July heat, we realized that we are entering another country in New Columbia, later to be changed to favor forename of Vespucci. No one in this secret watering smoke hole wears daishiki nor kufi. In fact, dressing surprisingly like me as we soak up the sonics and sonic vibrations of Bali. And my body is marinating, absorbing more deeply the alternate version of LSD I have consumed previously. And they got that tropical fire over yonder where the stairs lead up to floor level number 3. Up there, they more than likely speak the discreet post-midnight stranger romance of the streets. They likely speak ancient and present Ethiopia, don't know about Swahili. More friendly and easy than many of the American colored facilities. This was different in the Columbia Heights district of DC. The ladies coming and going, inviting, so smiley, but the 2 bohemian comrades and myself needed to peacefully flee before foreign fun had too much of us. Last night, last full night in the full bright city, strangled by the concrete and swampy humidity. Bless the land of the mother, the father universe, brother and sister peace. We all simply want the same things. We pass another similar facility on the other side of the street. The tall music man compatriot takes a sniffing peek. They say with no qualm for warning, white boy, keep moving. This stoop ain't for you. Soon we are back on our own stoop in our own little floating cloud 9 corner. The bar Bravo, long since closed for the night. Still it reflects, protects and shines for another shorter night without eyes. That's all I got for now. Cheers, y'all. All right, is Will Ezel out there? He's being summoned to the stage by Mr. Price.
I think it's Kevin Evans that's summoning you to the stage, Will. That was Kevin, y'all. Give it up for this genius mofo.
Hello. Aaron and I are we doing both? Before we were born. We're just doing that one? I didn't learn the other one. We're going to attempt to do an original song I wrote that we've never played before. We were singing songs that the earth hadn't heard before us. We were making noises new with our voices lifted in chorus. The stars would all shiver with the wind. They would quake and quiver while the mist quickly tickled the river till it grinned with the moon's sliver. We were floating above a soaring flock of doves, exploring before morning. We were swimming below the fishes in the bowl of Mother Nature's forming. We were made of pieces and parts, and sometimes we'd share them. We were given faces
We were swimming below the fishes in the boat of Mother Nature's farming. We were floating above a soaring flock of doves, exploring before the morning. Thanks.
Did I do good?
Yeah, really great. Thank you.
Aaron Price.
Thank you, Will and
Thank you,
Aaron.
Kevin. I want to play for another poem.
All right, I'll do a quick one real quick. Sorry, so we've got one quick little spontaneity thing here.
Yeah. You got your, can we all three do something?
He really wants to be with you. He really likes you.
I don't really care. Oh, you probably didn't bring a fiddle, huh?
No, I'm
You
singing.
want to do some
I can
improv?
sing.
Oh, you sing?
Yeah.
All right, let's do that.
Okay. Okay.
Hang on to that mic though, because you could drop a verse
Okay.
in the middle of this jam.
Will you play a blues one?
Yeah. Major.
Seeing in the darkness is a labor that I find myself in. Seeing in the darkness is a labor that I can't escape. Seeing in the darkness is not really seeing clearly. Singing in the darkness is a labor. As I'm thinking on the top of my mind, I got the blues that I want life to share with you. I got so much floating, but I don't know how to share the grief when we're not on the same street or in the same community. I wish that I could have a container for this grief.
Most of our hero days shed off into bottomless glory hole in a box. Presents for all of your celebrations of life held inside. A hell-bent sigh releases all of your hang-ups. Your strange cuffs and your stranger mask that closed you up into half. Most of our superhero praise saved for the wooden box lowering, showering them in beauty, mostly because they're gone. The glowing colored beetles of the summer hide in the ground where they lay their hatchlings. They lie down to hibernate in the ground through the winter, and we can't see a sound peeped of their iridescent night lights spilt out with ease. Only a dream, only a smashing of them sparkly against the canvas of the crazy artist. But people and creatures make love in every season, even if you can't see them, just as they are born in every season. You can tear away their shine, you can tear away their wings, but there are more, so many more.
Yep.
Most of our imperial days have been cut to the cord. Some lick the poison,
Talk about it.
some lick the dirt, some hear the voices, some scheme with a bird, fix the weather meter on the roof. Some talk to you, even though you have long since been condensation. You peeled everyone simply for the sensation. You raised them goats, them chickens, and them children, all by the same oath. You poke around the corners of the porch to find things your mamas and daddies had left them. Excellence is perhaps abundant if you're looking. Perfection usually but a grift. To fool a trick, to subdue a myth. Mist, you arrived upon our glasses through windows, trains, and ships. You read the future in past tense, and the water reveals all of it. Fog in your morning slip away. Discover your flowing road as it roasts ready for the roost. You roared some ravens through your teeth, and we all awake and awoke as painted rubber duckies in a mother's means. The stream was but a wet crack in the earth.
Often is the root of why I have the blues. And this space is here for
Anastasia,
Yeah.
give it up.
Anastasia, let's give it up for Anastasia, Aaron Price. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Hell yeah. Oh, thank you. All right. So next up, we got Zach Jones. Is Zach Jones still here? All right, let's keep it going for Zach Jones, y'all.
I'm supposed to follow that. Well, most of y'all that know me know that I usually do songs up here, so pardon me if I feel a little bit naked without my guitar. But this week marks the passing of a beautiful singer named Donna Jean Godshaw, who was known for her time in the 70s with the Grateful Dead. And so I thought I would do some poems in her honor to reflect the impact that that band has had on me and her as well. So the first one I actually wrote this morning. I was listening to a version of a song called Playing in the Band that's kind of like her opus with the band. She has a section in the middle where she has this long, big vocal run, and it's kind of controversial. Some people really hate it. And when I first heard it, I kind of was in that camp as well. But the more I hear it, the more beauty I kind of see in that, and especially now with her being passed on. So this is the poem I wrote this morning. It's called The Whale. Just as I was getting comfortable with the push and pull, the give and take, the guitar, the audience, the winds of August in 1972. Just as I was getting comfortable, that comfort was ripped from my hands like the crash of a brick through a stained glass window, a piercing wail, disguised as something spontaneous but calculated. Just as I was getting comfortable, my idea of right and wrong, of beauty and ugliness, is underwater, drowning while learning to swim. And just as I was getting comfortable, I realized what's truly ugly is comfort itself. Comfort convinces you that you must be right. It gives you an excuse to never explore why you might be wrong. Yes, comfort is an ugliness we all yearn for. And to see the beauty in that is to be free in the changing of my perspective. The freedom to resent my ignorance and the fact that I was just getting comfortable. Got a couple more here, some cover poems pertaining to Donna and the Dead and Jerry and stuff. This one is by a poet named Wendell Berry. It's called The Terrapin. The Terrapin is sort of an icon that reflects that band. A terrapin is a turtle. If you're unaware of that, I had to Google that many years ago and felt very dumb about it. So, The Terrapin. The terrapin and his house are one. Though he may go, he is never gone. He's housed within, from nose to toe, a door, a floor, and no window. There's a little room. The light is dim, and his furniture is only him. He doesn't speak what he thinks about. Where no guest comes, a thought is a shout. He pokes along, he's in no haste. He has no map and no suitcase. He has no worries and no woes, for where he is where he goes. Ponder this, wander under his dome, who wandering is always home. Here's a poem with no name by a man named Darren Richardson. The sky is purple-gray and blue all at once in different places. Behind some of the clouds, or maybe within them, It seems a heroic orange is bursting through, a bright, flaming flare-up hue that inevitably dies with nightfall and will not show itself again until tomorrow's sunset, if then, if ever. And if it does not come back tomorrow or the day after, or with next year's summer solstice twilight, we may not be looking in the right place to see it, or once seen, be able to fully embody what we feel tonight. The holy triumph of natural color, the blessing of heavenly lights, our bare feet dancing on receptive earth, our vision sanctified like a gift we share with the intimate sky. And this last one is sort of a eulogy poem. It was written by the great and powerful Robert Hunter, who was the chief songwriter and lyricist for the band. And he wrote this on the morning that Jerry Garcia died. And it's called Elegy for Jerry. Jerry, my friend, you've done it again. Even in your silence, the familiar pressure comes to bear, demanding I pull words from the air with only this morning and part of the afternoon to compose an ode worthy of one so particular about every turn of phrase, demanding it hit home in 1,000 ways before making it his own. And this I can't do alone. Now that the singer is gone, where shall I go for the song? Without your melody and taste to lend an attitude of grace, a lyric is an orphan thing, a hive with neither honey's taste nor power to truly sting. What choice have I but to dare and call your muse, who thought to rest out in the thin blue air, that out in this field of shared time, a line or two might a chance to shine. As ever when we called, and hope if not in words, the muse descends. How should she desert us now? Scars of battle on her brow, bedraggled feathers on her wings, and yet she sings, she sings. May she bear thee to thy rest, the ancient bower of flowers, beyond the solitude of days, the tyranny of hours. The wreath of shining laurel lie upon your shaggy head, bestowing power to play the lyre to legions of the dead. If some part of that music is heard in the deepest dream, or on the breeze of the summer, a snatch of a golden theme, we'll know you live inside us with love that never parts, our good old Jack of Diamond that became the King of Hearts. I feel your silent laughter as sentiments so bold that dare to step across the line to tell what must be told. So I'll just say I love you, which I never said before, and let it go at that, old friend. The rest you may ignore. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. That's Zach Jones, y'all. Let's keep it going for Zach. And we got a few more performers here tonight. I believe, is it Shirley? All right, y'all welcome Shirley to the stage.
How y'all doing this evening? Can y'all hear me? All right. I got a couple of poems for you. A couple of them is not titled. The first one is called I Am She. Do I need to come closer? Yeah. The first one is called I Am She. I am she, a lioness, a warrior. My strength comes from what makes me weak. I am she, not a victim, but inspiration. I live my truth. I smile through my depression. delicate but forced to be fierce. I am she. I can only be me. That dude disappeared, he disappeared, okay. This is untitled. My daughters, our daughters, nieces, cousins, friends, can you hear them? Can you see them? I can hear them. How do we reach them? How do we help them when they can't hear us? Masking real beauty with costumes because of the belief that the internal scars can be seen on the outside. Going from one relationship after another in search of love that only a father can provide. Resenting mothers for trying to protect them. Can we break this toxic cycle? Where do we begin? Can you fix this? I'm gonna stand up. Okay. They want to explore me without knowing my story. They want to toy with me, figured they enjoy me. But then they play judge and jury when they can't handle this fury. Don't mistake it with rage. I'm on a different page. Find me somewhere burning weed and sage. And it's the last one. This is untitled as well. The day you left me hungry while your own blood was in my wound showed me. The numerous texts I skimmed through told me. That night you left me on the curb for hours proved me. The first time my words was thrown back at me explained the depth of pain you were willing to inflict. But that was just a glimpse of what you truly had in store. Thank you.
Yes, y'all, that's Shirley. We'll keep it going for Shirley, y'all. And is Branch, is there a Branch? All right, there we go. Y'all welcome Branch to the stage. Give them just a moment to get up there, get situated.
Yeah, can I grab this? If I leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me? 'Cause I must be traveling on now. 'Cause there's too many places I've got to see. And if I stay here with you, girl, things just wouldn't be the same. 'Cause I'm as free as a bird now. and this bird you cannot change. Oh, and this bird you cannot change. Lord knows I can change. Lord knows I can change. That's all I got. God bless y'all.
Yeah, let's give it up for Branch. Keep it going for Branch. I love a cappella singing. That's just the thing. Because when you can just stand there and, because a lot of people don't want to do it. It's not that they can't. They're scared to do it without music. Don't be scared, y'all. This is open mic. Don't be scared. All right. Next up, we got Joe Shelton on the mic.
I ain't a scared. Got a few poems and a silly song. It is not my own silly song this time. A lot of times it's my silly songs that I write my own self. In the flickery pics fluttered under a thumb, he can almost move. One of the stills captures it perfectly, sadly. He's sitting on the porch in a rocker, deflated, looking out to the little dirt road where the photographer stood under a cloth behind a black box on a tripod. Just after the shutter clicked shut, Ulysses' throat is on fire again. Another buckboard wagon rattles by, and he sits there like a sad panther in a cage, not even pacing, just slightly rocking in his chair, wincing a little. A child points, and a mother slaps his little hand. But she still gapes, as though the ex-president can't see back, which he won't in a moment. He gets up and goes into the house, walks past his family in the living room, goes down into the bedroom. He gives the big brown glass bottle from the shabby dresser a circular swish to suspend the settled out cocaine. He takes a deep swig of the numbing tincture. He shuffles back out to the porch, sits back down, takes up his pen. He slowly rocks as the visions start to fill his eyes. Even the sounds and smells return. A field with failing crops, muck and mules braying, the taste of whiskey. A little adobe village in Mexico, gunpowder and shouting and shooting, whiskey. A night in jail with a fellow drunken troublemaker, piss and sweat. The Comstock Silver Party, giddy, greedy smiles, cigar smoke and champagne. Another mucky field at Shiloh, gunpowder and guts and explosions. Appomattox, Lee with his preposterous broken dignity, relief and whiskey. The White House, again cigar smoke and champagne bubbles tingling in his throat. India, elephant shit, cheering and gawking brown faces. And now, the bilious taste of ruin, disgrace, and cancer. His dilated eyes take it all in. His pen glides along, noting every disgrace and victory in his elegant penmanship. There's no pot, just piss now. It'll be shameful, destitute in, but for Mark, his good old friend struck him a bargain. Just right, Sam says. It's the one condition of his surrender. The corrupt old bastard's on the 50 now, as you know, and it's still a hell of a book. All right, thank you. All right, this is a Halloween one, so we're a little late. The pumpkin patch is harvested, and death's crescent sickle scythe is high overhead, poised to slash away the leaves and leave the trees looking diseased and skeletal and dead. And it's one of those onces when the planets align, and I wish upon a heavenly body that I were hers and she mine. Her mast is affixed, but mine is slipped. My mind's playing tricks, and it's tripped. I'm urgently stumbling as though fumbling with packages or groceries from the store, and my keys in the wrong pocket to the apartment door, and a shadow in the driveway has given me a start, quickening my pulse and my ever-broken heart. The moon's just a sliver, but I'm an early lycanthrope. I'm itchy and hungry, and I've lost all hope. Involuntarily compulsed into my usual fool, and the sister's fate seemed not indifferent but cruel. The glowing lunar sickle comes down like November, and death gives my neck an icy tickle that's fizzled me like a wet ember. There's not even a scratch, but I've lost my head, so her mystery stays unsolved, and she's fled. I'm puzzled as to how my life's dissolved and hidden and slain, and forever undiscovered, like the moldering bones of Ichabod Crane, by loamy earth all covered. Thank you. Loaf around on a leaf like a slug in the garden. That's not me, I beg your pardon. Got my house on my back, and I'm hitting the trail. I'm leaving one too. As you've guessed, I'm a snail. Human friendship. Listen, sugar mama, now that you got me made, goodness, but I'm afraid something's gonna happen to you. Listen, lady, you got me hooked, and how I would die if I should lose you now. Button up your overcoat when the wind blows free. Take good care of yourself, you belong to me. Eat an apple every day, get to bed by 3. Take good care of yourself, you belong to me. Be careful crossing streets, ooh, cut out sweets, ooh, lay off meats, ooh, you'll get a pain in your tum-tum, ooh. Keep the spoon out of your cup when you're drinking tea. Take good care of yourself, you belong to me. Wear your flannel underwear when you climb a tree. Take good care of yourself, you belong to me. Stay away from ice on ponds, ooh, stocks and bonds, ooh, processed blondes, ooh, you'll get a pain in your tum-tum, ooh, when you sass a traffic cop, use diplomacy. Take good care of yourself, you belong to me. Stay away from bathtub hooch when you're on a spree. Take good care of yourself, you belong to me. Look out for stinging bugs, ooh, dockside thugs, ooh, patent drugs, ooh, you'll get a pain in your tum-tum. Button up your overcoat when the wind blows free. Take good care of yourself, you belong to me. Thank you, Kava Bar, I love you.
Thank you, Joe Shelton. Let's give it up for Joe Shelton. All right, we got just a couple of more performers on the list. Right now, we'll welcome George to the stage. Y'all give it up for George.
There we go. This is a poem that kind of came to me when I was in Buenos Aires at a party, and I realized I was walking around town looking for a fight. So anyway, here goes. Psychopathic, always looking for the drama, wrapping my mind around years of trauma. I take it out on you whilst in your castle. In everything I can see a hassle. In every person I see a demon, but realize I was only dreaming. A nightmare I could not awaken from, of which it had taken some of the best years of my life in the sun. My pride, my prime, my destiny, oh well, these things all crumble when you're in hell. Fight on, there is only this. But then, a big fucking kiss on both cheeks inspires a state of bliss. Melts the shackles that bind to my fear and pain. Amigo, amigo, I love your dancing. I can hear it again and again. Some drunk stranger, face full of stubble, comes along and bursts my bubble of fear, the desire to defend and attack, the evil creeping behind my back. From around my neck the noose disappears. The whispers of my love I now can hear. No more do I feel this way. The dragon whose shadow I did slay. Not with a punch and a kick. All it took was learning what made me tick. And now I look to another day of hope and joy in which I'll stay. Days of chaos left behind, and love and life will now be mine.
All right, that's George. Let's keep it going for George, y'all. And thank you for coming to the Poetry Open Mic Asheville here at Sovereign Kava. Do it every Wednesday night and have been doing it for 15 years. All righty, so next up, one of my favorite performers here, Miss Savvy. Y'all welcome Savvy to the stage. Give her just a second to get up here.
Only the strong survive. Thank you guys for hanging out late. Whoop whoop. I got a poem I wrote years ago and then lost the phone that it was on. So I tried to remember it and rewrite it. And then I'll sing a song. Think of me when the flame in your heart turns blue. There was a time when I knew you. Sleeping lovesick sweetness. Now I see your face in raindrops. Stern tenderness. Think of me when your hands are cold and my voice is a breeze that shakes you. Our bodies twisting with the trees. There was a time when we were equal, precious in my memory. I'll think of you, the smell of paint, espresso when it goes right to my brain, muted angelic rays of light, colors that shift, colors that bleed, bioluminescent fish, my bathroom slowly filling with steam, and knowing when to tame a wild thing. I wanna love you and treat you right. I wanna love you every day and every night. We'll be together with a roof right over our heads. We'll share the shelter of my single bed. We'll share the same room. Just provide the bread. Is this love, is this love, is this love, is this love that I'm feeling? Is this love, is this love, is this love, is this love that I'm feeling? I wanna know now. I got to know now. I'm willing and able. So I put my cards on your table. I wanna love you, I wanna love and treat you right. I wanna love you every day and every night. We'll be together
With a roof right over our heads, we'll share the shelter of my single bed. We'll share the same room. Just provide the bread. Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? Oh, yes, I know. Yes, I know. Yes, I know now. Thank you, Kava Bar.
That is savvy. Remember, tip your bartender. She don't just slang kava, by the way, as you see. All right, I appreciate y'all coming and staying so long. Now, we got like one more spot. Anybody want to go up? All right. Well, in that case, I guess I'll close it out real quick with a little something. I don't know what yet. Okay. All right. And remember, this Sunday is a poetry slam right here at Sovereign Kava. $100 to the winner, $5 just to attend, $10 as far as competing. All right, this is another one of the funny pieces I wrote in my 20s. I'm in my 40s now, just to put it out there. It was written September 17th, 2008, I think, is what that says. It's called, I Am Always Getting Fucked, Therefore I'm Always Getting Lucky, AKA Sage. So it has two names. Even with the best luck of the draw, you still came out on the bottom while Sam slams his way to the top with a mind fuck and a wrench twist tossed, locking you out. Making love to ourselves while lost in burning sage has become a master delicacy of an art. Making fuck against each other has become a sparking flame of an ardent war smoking page. Even with the best luck of the draw, it doesn't matter when we forget why we came and we forget why we stayed. Crossing you out, following you down, coughing you out. I am dog in this town, slime and dark in this town, divine and flawed with deep, dirty dignity. I earn for just being me, easy, just let it ease, let it ease. I'm just being me humbly and flagrantly, stumbled accidentally onto this skidded row of streets, making a scene subconsciously and unintentionally, strain the eyes to see. I fantasized famously, and I didn't even know while it was happening. But my afterglow is a dead black cattail running, spinning, and dizzying the skyscape up front along with the amorphous dome of unconfined divine flight zone, torching alone, war sting stoned. Love jumped to the top of my low. Love run to the top of my mate, calling cone that whistles. It is a musical hat that rests upon my overcoat that resists rain and attracts bats. Even with the shittiest, darkest luck of the draw, the phantom voice still validates as it shakes where you're at. Nobody's gonna pay you to be me, though I will pay only to get paid for being me. I will not get paid for being you, though I have been paid for being me. And God, have I paid for being me? You will never have to pay for being me. I am always getting fucked, therefore I'm always getting lucky. Cheers. Thank y'all. That's all I got. But please tip your bartenders and all that good stuff and come back and see us. It doesn't matter the season. Sometimes the winter is this is where we come to really get the fire going and warm it up, you know what I'm saying? All right, so y'all please come back to Poetry Open Mic, Asheville. We're here at Sovereign Kava. My name is Kevin Evans. Shout out to Caleb Beissert for holding it down for 15 fucking years. Boom. Y'all have a good one. Love y'all.